all right. Settle down, you lot. Welcome back, hey, to Down Under Distraction, the only news show that's like more cooked than a servo pie at 3 a.m. Womp womp. I mean, we're here to give you the lowdown, the dirty, and the downright ridiculous from Oz and beyond. So, grab a cuppa, chuck a sickie, do what you gotta do, 'cause, well, here we go. First up, New South Wales is copping an absolute bucketing, folks. I mean, relentless rain has turned half the state into a backyard pool nobody asked for. Sadly, the death tolls hit 4, with a bloke found in his car near Coffs Harbour. Thoughts are with his mob, you know. Over 50,000 people are still cut off. Roads are rivers, servos are islands. The SES? Absolute legends, mate. Pulled off over 600 rescues. The Bureau's still waving red flags, and the feds have cracked open the emergency piggy bank. Places like Terry, Kempsey and Coffs are doing it proper tough. And if the actual water wasn't bad enough, authorities are warning it's probably chockers with, well, stuff you don't want to swim in. Plus, dams are looking a bit nervous too, so stay safe out there, NSW. Don't be a galah. From floods to fabulous. Get ready to scream, Australia. The one, the only, Mariah Carey is gracing us with her presence. She's headlining Fridays Live. Her first trip down under in over a decade. A decade? That's like 5 iPhones ago, you know? Fans are already losing their minds, ready for those missile motes that could shatter a VB stubby at 50 paces. Vision of Love, We Belong Together. Yep, the big ones. Still one of the biggest voices on the planet. Get your glitter ready, it's gonna be a moment. Oi, oi, oi. Big Ange Postecoglou, our Ange. He's only gone and led Tottenham Hotspur to glory in the UEFA Europa League. Struth, talk about making Australia proud. Every young coach in the country is probably drying up tactics on their mum's tablecloth right now. Okay, so Spurs Premier League season was a bit like a wet weekend in Melbourne. Best forgotten. But a European trophy? Mate, we'll take it. Ange says he's just getting started. You bloody ripper, Ange. Now for some sciencey stuff that'll either save the world or power your next Barbie in a really complicated way. Australia and Japan are like holding hands and skipping into a future powered by renewable hydrogen. Woo, clean energy. They reckon this dynamic duo act will put us at the front of the pack for sustainable solutions. Lots of research, lots of development, all about kicking carbon emissions to the curb. We've got the sun and wind, Japan's keen as mustard for the clean juice. Match made in eco heaven or a very expensive experiment. We'll see. Strap yourselves in, political junkies, because Canberra's been a bigger circus than usual. The coalition, you know, the Libs and Nats, those buddies, well, they've officially called it quits. It's an it's not you, it's me on a national scale. Former PM Tony Abbott's out there like a dad at a messy divorce, saying, "Come on, kids, can't we all just get along?" Apparently, talks to get back together are a positive move, which in politics means someone probably offered free biscuits. Boing! Prime Minister Albo, meanwhile, has announced the 48th Parliament will kick off on July 22nd, 2025. Mark your calendars for 8 sitting weeks for the rest of the year. 8. Don't overdo it, champs. Plenty of time to sort out the country, eh? Oh, and the Greens? They've had a switcheroo, actually. Adam Bandt's out after the election, and Larissa Waters is in as the new leader, unopposed. Mehreen Faruqi is still deputy. New captain, same, slightly different shade of green, I guess. They're reassessing. Good luck with that, eh? To the markets we go, where the S&P ASX 200 took a bit of a dive on May 22nd, 2025, down 0.5% to 8,348.70. That's your fault for not buying enough smashed Avo, probably. Financials and consumer stocks were dragging it down like a toddler having a tantrum in Target. Speaking of banks, Westpac is planning to show over 1,500 staff the door. They call it streamlining. Unions call it a bit bloody rich, right? QBE Insurance, meanwhile, has rustled up $600 million in special notes. That's a lot of moolah to beef up their piggy bank. And over at Rio Tinto, the big boss, Jakob Stauholm, has decided to pack his bags and leg it later this year. Surprise! The board's now looking for someone new to steer the mining behemoth. Good luck to him. And get this, even with the US and China having a bit of a Barney over trade, our Aussie exporters are still pretty chipper about selling stuff to China. The Reserve Bank reckons US tariffs on Chinese goods might actually give our stuff, like steel and iron ore, a leg up. How about that? Health check time. Ka-ching! The TGA has given the thumbs up to Kisunla, that's donanemab if you're fancy, a new drug for early-stage Alzheimer's. Eli Lilly made it, and it apparently slows down the brain fuzzies by about a third. Catches, it only works for folks with specific genes and early symptoms, and it costs around 4,700 AUD a dose. And no, Medicare isn't shouting that round just yet. Ouch! Meanwhile, the flu is having an absolute blinder of a season. Over 75,000 cases in 2025 already. That's more than all of 2024 and 2023 combined. Free jabs are out there, people, but no one's getting them. Come on, Australia, roll up your sleeve unless you enjoy sounding like a dying wombat. Good news, though, the government is chucking $8.5 billion AUD at Medicare to boost bulk billing and help out urgent care clinics. Let's hope it works. And in Sydney, they've started building a $780 million AUD biomedical accelerator. Sounds impressive. It's a team-up between Sydney Uni, the NSW Gov, and the local health district set to open in 2028. So, if you get sick, just hang tight for a few years. And now for something completely bonkers, the Enhanced Games, scheduled for May next year in Las Vegas. The gimmick? Performance-enhancing drugs are A-OK. Big prize money too. Naturally, a bunch of our top Aussie athletes, like Olympic diver Melissa Wu and netballer Natalie Butler, are saying, "Oh, you having a laugh? This is cooked." They reckon it's unsafe, risks sports, and is a terrible look for young athletes. Sport Integrity Australia is also giving it a massive thumbs down. What do you reckon, legends? Is this the future of sport or just a complete shambles? Hit us up on socials, #DruggedUpGames or #FairDincumSport. Tech time. Queensland is now home to Australia's first national quantum computing testbed facility. It's a brainy collab between Uni of Queensland, QUT, and ANU. They're gonna make quantum leaps or something. Zurich Instruments and Roden Schwartz are chipping in too. Basically, it's super smart stuff happening up north. Down in the Gong, battery gurus Sakona have nabbed a cool 15 million Aussie dollars from Indian chemical giant Himadri. They've got this CICX stuff that makes batteries charge 40% faster and hold 20% more juice. Finally. Now, if they could just invent a self-finding TV remote, and look out, your local Coles or Woolies in Victoria might soon have a new staff member, Tennant's X4 Rover. It's an AI cleaning robot that mops floors all by itself. Don't worry, it's not taking jobs, it's just freeing up staff to focus on customer service. So sure. 3 have already been ordered, and 1's already cruising a Melbourne hospital. Meanwhile, clever clogs at RMIT Uni have built a tiny gizmo that acts like a human brain, detects hand movements, stores memories, the whole shebang. No computer needed. Next thing you know, your toaster will be having an existential crisis. And hold on to your hats. Gilmore Space Technologies is gearing up for Australia's first ever homegrown, homemade rocket launch into orbit from Bowen, North Queensland. If this Eris rocket gets up there, we'll be the 12th nation to pull it off. They've got the all clear from CASA, but slight hiccup. A pre-launch anomaly means it's delayed. They're checking it out. New launch window in June. Fingers crossed it doesn't end up in a farmer's paddock. Con. Aussie space efforts. She's back. Our queen of keeping it real, Celeste Barber, is bringing her backup dancer comedy tour home in August and September 2025. 12 cities, including Melbourne, Sydney, and way up in Cairns. If you want to laugh till you snort, get on it. Tickets went on sale late May, so don't muck about. And more good news for your binge-watching schedule, Love on the Spectrum has been renewed for a 4th season. Still the most heartwarming, genuine show out there. Get ready for more beautiful humans navigating the wild world of dating. It's just bloody lovely. Aussie actress Phoebe Tonkin, from The Vampire Diaries, has tied the knot. She married art advisor Bernard LaGrange in a private shindig in New York on May 10th, 2025. Kept it quiet, just close mates and family. Margot Robbie and Teresa Palmer were there, probably looking ridiculously good. Congrats to the happy couple. And in all that sweet news, Tiger Lily Hutchins, daughter of the legendary Michael Hutchins from In Excess, is expecting her first bub with hubby Ben Archer. They kept their wedding on the down low, but she was spotted in London with a baby bump. How good is that? Another generation of Aussie music royalty on the way. Right, let's talk sport. NBL fans, are you sitting down? 5-time MVP Bryce Cotton has done a Bradbury and left the Perth Wildcats. He signed a 3-year deal with the Adelaide 36ers. That's massive! The Wildcats fans are probably inconsolable. Good luck to the 36ers. They've got a legend on their hands. In the fast lane, our Aussie hero Oscar Piastri is leading the Formula One World Championship. Get in! 4 wins from 7 races this season, and he's 13 points clear heading into the Monaco Grand Prix on May 25th. Doesn't matter if you don't know your DRS from your ERS. Just cheer for the Aussie. And get ready for some proper biffo. The British and Irish Lions are touring down under between June and August 2025. A 3-match test series against the Wallabies, plus games against our Super Rugby sides. They'll be in Breezy, Sydney, Canberra, Adelaide, and Melbourne. First test is July 19th at Lang Park in Brisbane. Carn the Wallabies, give 'em with 4. Finally, looking way ahead to the Brisbane 2032 Olympics, the International Olympic Committee has given the green light for Queensland to build a new 63,000-seat stadium at Victoria Park. They reckon it'll give Brizzy a buzz. Now they just gotta, build the bloody thing. Chop top, Queensland. Phew! Well, that's your lot for this edition of Down Under Distraction, eh? My brain feels like it's run a marathon, to be honest. Go have a lie down, or better yet, tell us what story made you spit out your Tim Tam. Hit us up on all the socials, #AussieNewsChaos. Until next time, stay out of trouble. Or don't, and give us something to talk about. Hooray.